Hello and welcome to Contentstack. In this video, we'll learn what are workflows and how they help you manage your content. A workflow is a tool that helps you streamline the process of content creation and publishing. In your Contentstack account, you can navigate to Workflows by clicking on the Settings link on the header and then Workflows. You will reach the Workflow setting page. Here, you will see two important components, Workflows and Publish Rules. By default, you will be on the Workflows section. Click the New Workflow link to create a new workflow. Remember that only the stack owner, administrator, and developer of a stack can create workflows. On this page, first provide a name and description for your workflow. Under Scope, you can choose if this workflow should be applicable for all content types or specific content type. For specific content types, select this option and click this button to select the required content types. The next part is defining the workflow stages. Workflow stages are stages through which your content should flow. For example, draft, ready for review, SEO tags, complete, and so on. You can start creating stages by clicking on the Add Stages button. Provide a name and description for your stage and choose a color label. Stage transition rules are advanced settings that you can use to define permissions or access control for your workflow stages. The next available stages option lets you define that stage that will be available for selection when the entry is at a particular stage. This is especially useful if you want to discourage entry users from skipping certain stages. You can set this to all stages or specific stages. If, for example, you add ready for review here, the content manager will be able to move the entry from draft to only ready for review and not other stages of the workflow. An important thing to note is that you will be able to select stages here only if you have created other stages in your workflow. The next option lets define who can move this entry stage to the next stage. Again, you can allow all users or only specific users or roles to do this. Add the required users here. Alternatively, add roles here. In this case, all users with the specified role can move the entry to the next stage. Once you do this, click on Done. Likewise, you can add up to 20 stages in a workflow. There is also an option to add workflow superusers. Superusers are users to whom the stage transition rules do not apply. They can move the entry to any stage without any restrictions. This ensures that entries do not get stuck at certain stages due to the unavailability of certain users. Lastly, use the checkbox to enable or disable the workflow and save the workflow. Now that you have successfully configured the workflow, let's see how to work with it. When you create and save a new entry, you will see the workflow details on the right. By default, the first stage is assigned to it. Click the Change link to change the details. Now, under the Set Workflow stage, change the workflow stage of the entry and set a due date. Then assign the entry to any users or roles of your stack. You can opt to send an email notification to the user by checking the Notify via email box. And you can also add a comment for the user. Then, click Update. This will update the workflow stage of the entry. As soon as the workflow is updated, the task is assigned to the specified user. The other users can see her tasks in the Tasks section here. That's it about workflow. For more details, log on to our documentation site. Thank you.